Organize the Way Forward 2020 agenda for the Sri Lankan organizations based in New South Wales. During today's discussion, it also takes up the matters related to annual activities conducted by the Consul in Sydney. On behalf of the Consul General of Sri Lanka in Sydney, I wish to welcome you all. I would like to invite to make the welcome remarks by Mr. M.H.M.N. Bandara, Consul General for New South Wales and Queensland.
His Excellency the High Commissioner of Sri Lanka in Australia, Mr. Abdul Rahim, our Consul Commercial of Consulate General Office and the staff, Office Bearers of Sri Lankan Association based in New South Wales, members of the Sri Lankan business community, well-wishers and prominent Sri Lankans living in Sydney. Ladies and gentlemen, while closing the Christmas and New Year vacation period, we all are busy with the various activities and travel arrangements to go for holiday destinations. Indeed, it is a pleasure to see you all distinguished delegates who are based in New South Wales to discuss the way forward activities for year 2000, scheduled to be organized by the Consulate General Office in Sri Lanka and Sri Lankan organization in Sydney. In addition, we would like to take this opportunity to make few remarks on economic diplomacy activities conducted by the Ministry of Foreign Affairs with partnership with the Department of Commerce, Export Development Board, Sri Lanka Tourism Promotion Bureau, Board of Investment and various chambers of commerce based in Sri Lanka. The Ministry of Foreign Affairs has identified that there are 2.6 million Sri Lankans living abroad, mainly USA, United Kingdom, Canada, Germany, Italy, Australia and France. Other than those countries, there are a lot of Sri Lankan origin people are living in South India as well as Middle Eastern region. The government of Sri Lanka has identified overseas Sri Lankans and their contribution for the national economy of our country plays high regarded position. Therefore, this type of regular dialogue between diplomatic missions and the Sri Lankan community based in major cities is essential to get a fruitful and tangible outcome for the betterment of our countries. In this environment, I would like to welcome His Excellency J.C. Valiamuna, our High Commissioner, who attended for this valuable event as a chief guest. Mr. Abdul Rahim, our Consul Commercial and our staff, I would like to welcome for this event. Furthermore, I would like to welcome the office bearers of Sri Lankan organization based in New South Wales who have been making voluntary contribution to improve the bilateral relationship between Australia and Sri Lanka as well as charity activities and welfare of Sri Lankan communities. We have given our initiative of few individuals who have been making their sounds and pen to improve the relationship between Australia and Sri Lanka as well as truly making confidence within the Sri Lankan community here in Sydney with various media, news articles and so on. Moreover, I would like to take this opportunity to mention Mr. P.M. Amsa, our Additional Secretary Economic Affairs of Ministry of Foreign Affairs, who has given regular attention to interaction with our under the Economic Diplomacy Program conducted by Ministry of Foreign Affairs. You all are free to make your own voice, remarks and observations during this interaction session to improve bilateral relations between Australia and Sri Lanka. with many exchange programs between our two nations. The detail on exchange program we will discuss during our second presentation on PowerPoint, as well as during the Mr. Rahim's presentation on bilateral trade activities. Thank you very much.
General for the introductory remarks. I would like to invite Mr. Emin Abdul Rahim, Consul Commercial of Consul General of Sri Lanka in Sydney, to present the background of the economic diplomacy program and trade between the Australia and Sri Lanka.
The Sri Lankan community members living abroad, how to get their brain drained into development of Sri Lanka. There were a number of initiatives in the past. Now we, under the Ministry of Economic Diplomacy program of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, we, with the collaboration with the Export Development Board, so we have identified some projects, how Sri Lankan community members and the business community, we have various products produced in the village level. So whether how to convert into export products and to supply to the global trade. YOVOP, number one objective is to re-engage the Sri Lankan community, Sri Lankan community members living abroad. I know your people living, Sri Lankans living overseas, always engage with our Sri Lankan activities. Some are doing charity work, some are donating, some project to the schools, village, and so on. So this is, we are talking about product development in the country to bring to the global market and encourage self-employment. Now this is to encourage the village people to self-employ and to strengthen the local community, and finally the economic growth and the development of Sri Lanka. Yeah. For the Sri Lankan community members living abroad to engage with the Sri Lankan products. The investment role will be offered to farmers or growers in the village level, and the amount is less than 1 million per project. This is a small thing, small project identified in the rural areas. So this is one project is vanilla cultivation. This is in the central province. We can see the investment is less than 900,000.9 million. This is to purchase planting materials in that village area. This is to produce vanilla beans. I just run through other slides. This is coffee cultivation again in the central province. We know that we produce best coffee before tea. So now the tea has taken over coffee, but still we produce coffee. But it's not to the local export market. It's still we consume in the not for the export market. It's to the local market only. But this is how we can develop the sector and into export products, export-oriented products. This cocoa cultivations again in the central province. If it is the beneficiaries will be 150 people in the village, and the investment is less than 1 million. Ornamental fish. Yes, Sri Lanka is one of the leading exporter of ornamental fish because we are island surrounded by the sea, and we do our largest market is Europe, for the ornamental fish market. But this is another sector identified to help the village people to fund them, and if the idea is to find the investors, Sri Lankan investors living abroad, to bring them, it's a small investment, but we will, I will at the end I will tell you how we can work out when you all go as an investor. This is the Kotkole cultivation. Yes, it's less than 200,000 rupees. This is all in rupees. And ginger oil, that's again in the northern province. The beneficiaries will be 14 people. The investment is 1.3 million. The different province, different products, because we have different areas, we have different products advertised. This is again in the northern province, and the investment is like less than $500,000 or 6 million. Then the organic agriculture products, of course, you all know, people living in Australia, the organic product market is growing. People are very health conscious. They will go for organic products. Still the prices little more. They go for organic products. Sri Lanka, yes, we produce organic products and export organic fruits and vegetables. So this is again in the northern province, because we identified the northern areas initially is a large area for cultivations. Because of the disturbance we had for 30 years, that has not been abandoned. Now again it's coming up. More areas open for agriculture sector in the north and the east. Then again the organic cashew is again in the northern province. Beneficiaries is 27 people and investment is 0.65 million. Then this is rice-based product again in the northern province and the investment is 0.53 million. Coir products again in the northern. Yeah, this vanilla cultivation is in the southern province. The investment is 0.9 million. Turmeric cultivation, this is again in the southern province. Beneficiaries 100 people in the village areas. Investment is 0.9 million. Then organic pepper processing, northwestern, and we see 1 million investment, that is to purchase machinery and establish a processing center. So this organic pepper is already produced by the farmers in the village, but processing they need investment support. Then again ornamental trees is in northwestern, is 1 million investment to purchase machinery. Then again ornamental trees in the northwestern, this investment is 0.7 million. Yeah, this is the program one. What I run through is these are the small sectors identified. The investment is not more than 1 million. So this is what we are reaching out to Sri Lankan community members, diaspora members, how you can engage to help the Sri Lankan communities in the rural areas. So I'll go through this program too. This is the program is to 2000 new exporters development program. Now we have established exporters exporting to various countries including Australia. This is a small new exporters are coming in with various new products. We have identified, the EDB has identified these new exporters and to help them how we can develop them to improve their exports to the global market. This is to encourage regional based entrepreneurs to enter export market through integration of local supply chain to the global value chain. So why new export development program is again re-engagement of the Sri Lankan community members living abroad, encourage entrepreneurship in Sri Lanka, mostly the SME sectors, and strengthen local community and to achieve the export development. Project for investments are, the investors' role will be funding for SME businesses in Sri Lanka. The return on investment is, this is just the earmarked one. 4.5% interest payment for funded capital annually. But there are questions comes, I think it will come in your mind when you invest, how you are going to get your dividends to remit. And it's again, it's in the Sri Lankan rupees, how are you going to remit into in foreign currency. So these questions are still there, and we are already talking to the finance ministry, and now of course we have new government. So we will work out how we can address those issues. So these are the new SME sectors. This is to produce the bee honey. The investment is 5 million. Need to purchase machinery and equipment. Then eco-friendly recycled bags. So these are the novel ideas. We can see the new people in various areas producing the product, but there's no any market support for marketing. So we want to assist them with the help of your people, the Sri Lankan community members living overseas. And this is investment is 12 million to purchase machinery and equipment. And this is HNB apparel. This is in the central province, and they produce garments. And but still, you know, to get the overseas market, they need support in the form of foreign investment. And this is also again garments in the central province. They need 30 million to purchase machinery, working capital, and so on. This is coffee again in the central province. They need 12 million. These are the companies' names. These are the new companies, but they have started, but they are struggling how they can take forward their own businesses. This factory style is knitting investment. They need 15 million. This is in the central province. The different province various products. This is again in the central province, jaggery. The investment is less than $500,000. Then this is an old product. They are about creations. They make products out of waste papers. I think this company was there at the Sri Lankan festival. We had it in Tampalam Park in November, Sri Lankan food festival. So they had their stores. They come from Sri Lanka, and they display their product. And even we can see these people admiring the ideas and the products they were made. And so this kind of industries, you know, this basket is made out of just a waste paper. And I think people visited the Sri Lankan festival would have seen their product, various novel ideas, but very strong. It can be like household usable products. This is also another product, rice paper. This is the northern province. This is the Virunta industry. It's from Jaffna area. This is also another garment factory in Kajamohan industry in the northern. This is essential oil from the southern province. They need 30 million. This is oil made out of spice value-added products. But most of these are very specific products if you take Sri Lanka, because the essential oil is very valuable, and it goes to mostly these chocolates and perfume and kind of a product. And nature healing, this Ayurvedic product again in the southern province. The investment required for their product development is 10 million. Then these spices, yes, in southern province they need 50 million as a working capital for the building and so on. And this is Kitul based products again in the southern province. The investment is 10 million they are asking. This is Sarmila product again in the southern province. This is dehydrated fruits and vegetables. And this kind of products are coming to the Australian market as well. Sri Lankan companies are exporting. And this is Kawashi brush. It's in the southern province. Yeah. So as I said, these are some identified entrepreneurs and the product sector, the program 1 and 2. So the idea is, I think today engagement also is to interact with you, and you have any questions or any ideas, any proposals, you are most welcome to have it at the interaction session or question and answer session. The idea is to spread the news out, because now we have about 50-60 people here, but we have 60,000 Sri Lankans living in NSW. In Australia, 200,000 Sri Lankans are there. Just to spread the news out and see how we can, of course now we have been doing in the past for various charity projects and so on. But this is to engage in the economic activities and develop products and export market, and of course for the country's economic development. And if you all have any other questions, you are most welcome to contact us. And we are happy to connect you with the right parties in Sri Lanka. And if you think that there's any other Aussie friends or the Australians want to help Sri Lanka, invest in Sri Lanka, please connect them with us, and we are happy to assist them, and we will help. And the idea is today is we all together put our hands together and how we can help to build our economy. Thank you very much.
Our presentation of Consul General Sri Lanka in Sydney for 2020 agenda, conducted by the Constitution.
This is the High Commissioner, dear friends. This is the second presentation, how we can work together, the Sri Lankan organization based in New South Wales, as well as Consul General agenda for New Year. Before that, I would like to pay your kind attention regarding the one circular received from Minister of Foreign Affairs and we disseminated on 1st November 2019 to get the appropriate information from Sri Lankan society here. The Minister of Foreign Affairs requested the people temporary basis who are living here and who are scheduled to go to Sri Lanka next year for admission of their students, the university admission as well as the school admission, and Ministry of Foreign Affairs is trying to help for those students temporary basis who study in foreign countries, and after 3 years, sometimes 4 years, they are going back to Sri Lanka. Therefore, we requested information. So far, the Consulate General Office received 3 applications for schools and 1 application for university. If you know that anyone willing to go to Sri Lanka during next year after their studies or temporary resident permit, after end of their temporary resident permit, please send up the detail through your organization. We would like to help them to find a school and universities during the next year. This is the religious activities, festivals for 2020. As Consulate General, we would like to work with your organization for the main 4 religious activities. On Vesak, on 7th May 2020, according to the lunar calendar, Iftar will be held in 25th May 2020. Diwali, 14th November 2020. Christmas will be on 25th December 2020, or we can organize after Christmas or before Christmas with your kind assistance. 1 or 2 or sometime maybe 5-6 organizations are conducting various type of Christmas activities. We would like to join with all the Sri Lankan organizations as well as Consulate General Office. If you can communicate with us as soon as possible to arrange those activities with our support. Sri Lankan Airlines scheduled to come here around July, August 2020. I think we have to arrange the grand presentation for receive them, the Sri Lankan airline group and the members, as well as lot of business opportunity will open for both sides. Therefore, this is a remarkable opportunity as a Sri Lankan living in New South Wales. We can discuss how we can do. We need your support to organize, to welcome the Sri Lankan airline flight to Sydney. Also, the World Cup 2020 matches are scheduled to be in here in Australia. So far, we didn't get the timetable. I hope some members are here related to cricket organization in New South Wales. They will help us to organize the similar grand level welcome ceremony for Sri Lankan team in both ladies and the national team during 2020. Now we would like to open the floor for the Sri Lankan organization regarding your annual activities. If you have any proposal or idea which we discussed, Mr. Abdul Rahim and myself, Economic Secretary, as well as cultural and other activities, we can discuss before dinner, and how you can help us to go through given the guideline. As a Consulate General Office, we wish you a Merry Christmas and Happy New Year 2020. We hope we can together, we can work more activities to get tangible results as well as the fruitful outcome during the 2020. Thank you.
Organizations cannot get together on a common purpose if you want to help Sri Lanka, Sri Lankans, and and I think if it's important that 172,000 people are not together, understand why people came here, different reasons. And I don't know what I'm going to do tomorrow. Will you tell what I'm going to do tomorrow? It's difficult. Circumstances might be changed. Your decision might be different. So that you have to respect each other. And people have come, not only professionals, and everyone who has come here has, I suppose, a right may be good for study. But it is not anybody's job in my view to ask why you came, how did you come, and what is the purpose you are coming here and settling down. You came and settled down, so what? So you are all Australians. There's one more thing, you are all Sri Lankans as well. So let me finally thank the Consul General for a nice activity lineup, and then I request you to support the Consul General, because Consul General is the representative of Sri Lanka here. So you cannot get anyone else in his place. And also, till the day I leave this position, I am your representative. So I think our mutual respect is important for that position. Whoever I am, whoever comes, whoever succeeds me is the representative. So therefore, I think my last message is that you are going to be interacting with a representative of Sri Lanka. It's not what he has done before, it's not what his thinking is. Ultimately, it's the representative of Sri Lanka. So you get the interaction that way. You don't forget. Respect begets respect. It's individual, it is correct. Respect begets respect. Individual is association is correct. I'm sorry that I took so much time to speak. Although this is not a farewell, but I think since I will not get another opportunity to meet you in this capacity, but I'm pretty sure I'll meet you somewhere again and again. Let's talk about a lot of other things important to all of us. And Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. Thank you.
Sri Lankan associations to make a brief presentation on their agenda.
High Commissioner, Consul General, Ladies and gentlemen, I am the chair of the Institution of Engineers Sri Lanka, New South Wales chapter. So I'll give a brief introduction of this association. So in 1906, the Engineers Association was formed in Sri Lanka. So that's 113 years ago. So there are a few foreign people started going abroad and had a lot of engineers working all over the world. And the first overseas chapter was inaugurated in 2009. And we got the first chairman here, president, I should say, he's the chair, Engineer Gunatillake. He's here representing another organization. So we are in our 11th year this year. But we have got a similar chapters for Queensland, Western Australia, Qatar, New Zealand, and then we select the best presentation and so on. And we have a gala attended by about 250 to 300 engineers. So that's our main event in May. And we have an industrial visit and so on. So basically it's a professional engineering organization, but we would like to work closely with all associations here. So although we are only looking into the professional aspect, we are happy to discuss in the committee and work along with the others. So that's all I will present as the IEC chair. Thank you.
Good evening. Consul General and the High Commissioner of Sri Lanka in Australia. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm representing Sinhalese Cultural Forum here today. As you know, Sinhalese Cultural Forum established in 1990, it is becoming 30-year anniversary coming in next year. So far, Sinhalese Cultural Forum are focusing mainly promoting Sri Lankan culture, language and our heritage, our history in multicultural Australia. So normally our annual events starting with the members' night, and also we join involved with the Sri Lankan Independence Day, and also the biggest event we organize New Year celebration, which is called the Sunfest. And also the cultural show, that's another annual event coming on around May, June, around that time. And also we have a number of other sub-organizations under Sinhalese Cultural Forum, which is we have 7 Sinhalese language schools, and also Writers Guild, which is people form another subgroup to promote writers and their activities, and also we have culture. So we hope this year also we call the other association to join us to do certain activities. So those are the main activities, but every time we have to join with the other associations and get all the events organized. And also, as Mr. Bandar said, we are having problem coming in New South Wales now, so we don't have much weekends left to organize our events. So not only Cultural Forum but also other associations having the same scenario. And that's a good idea to promote the federation of the association, but we had that idea some years back, but didn't go through, but it's a good time it is starting again. So I think those are the main activities of the Sinhalese Cultural Forum, and we have to join forward. Thank you.
And I'm going to speak about 2 activities that I'm involved in. One is the St. Peter's College Old Boys Association, and the other is a scholarship fund that my batch at university, that's the University of Sri Lanka, Colombo campus, the science faculty, that we organize. The PTRI thing is very simple. It's all about social activities. However, there is a philanthropic aspect there too, because 11 years ago we started a scholarship fund to help underprivileged students in Colombo. And we've been continuing to do that. And we sponsor about, this year it was 30 students. We'd like to continue doing that in the future. The main qualification is underprivileged. The scholarship fund that we run for my batch at the university is also restricted to underprivileged students. And I must say that last year we had given a scholarship to a particular lady. We give about 5 scholarships there to a particular lady who, after a few months, she came, met with us and said, "Thank you, but my sister has passed out as an engineer and she's got a job and has said that she will continue to sponsor my studies. So please use this money for another deserving student." That made us feel really good in being able to choose a good person, not only a deserving student, but a good human being. And those are the activities that we organize. With St. Benedict's, St. Anthony's, and St. Joseph's, we organize a quadrangular cricket tournament. Each of us organize our dances. We organize picnics on the park. We also do something which we try to celebrate the lives of our past students and staff who have passed away by holding a mass. And we have our AGM and Christmas party. So that's the type of thing that we do. But we'd love to get involved in more bilateral type of activities which have an influence on the people in Sri Lanka. So,
thank you very much. I'm Lanka Padasena, Sri Lanka Association of New South Wales. So part of the work is to create or promote social cohesion and integration into the Australian society. We also try to collaborate with other organizations. So one of the things part of I will explain later on. So these are the main annual events of this of our organization. Achievement. So bringing together the seniors and the children, young people together. So this is one of the activities that we are trying to bridge the intergenerational connection.
High Commissioner and Consul General and guests. My name is Pauline Gunatillake and I'm the President of the Ceylon Society of Australia. Our organisation is global. We have members in Sydney, Melbourne, Sri Lanka, America, Canada and a few other countries as well. The main focus of our organisation is to promote the cultural, social, sociological, historical, environmental interest in Sri Lanka, all aspects. We are strictly non-controversial, non-political, non-racial, non-religious based. The meetings that we have are quarterly, on the last Sunday in February, in May and in August, to which we invite speakers of repute who are leaders in their field, who speak to the members and their guests on the different aspects of Sri Lanka. You know, the archaeological interests, so historical, legal cases of note, very interesting talks, leading to people getting more interested in Sri Lanka as a country. At the end of the year, on the last Saturday in November, we hold our annual general meeting, and it is followed by a social for convivial getting together in friendship and socializing. The organization is very interested in participating or collaborating, as the Consul says, in any events across the community. And we are, of course, willing to help in any way in which we can assist the overall development of Sri Lanka. It is a very worthy initiative that the Consul General is initiating, and I'm sure we would all like to assist in whatever way possible. Thank you very much.
Consul General and distinguished guests, my name is Lalika. I'm here representing Colombo University Alumni Association, New South Wales. We are a very young association, still only 4 years old. We are basically at the moment in the process of identifying each other, identifying our alumni group. Even though we are young, I'm proud to say we have already about 180 members, and we have been doing multiple events. Some of them are social events and some of them are fundraising events. We do have an event calendar which I would like to briefly go through. We just finished our Christmas barbecue, which was mainly for the Cancer Council through Biggest Morning Tea. So this year we are doing a walk which is called Relay for Life as a group. Then we will be doing our main event would be a musical show with Rukanta and Chandralekha. Basically that would be our main fundraising event. We have a plan of collecting $50,000 and using it as a fixed deposit to give scholarships to University of Sri Lankan, Colombo University students. Over the last 3 years, we managed to give 36. Then we will be finishing our term, or we have been doing this annually as another get together Colombo night in September. So that would be our event plan. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. High Commissioner, Consul General. My name is Claude Pereira. I am representing 2 organizations, which is the All Boys Network of St. Benedict's College and the Sri Lankan Catholic Association. Then while I was seated there, I realized that I represent another organization, which no one is present here, which is the Shanti Foundation. First, I will just mention what we have done with the All Boys of St. Benedict's. It's, as Amal said, like St. Peter's or St. Joseph's, it's a social organization. Over the past 25 years, we've supported 40 students on an ongoing basis by scholarships. But at the moment, we have brought a halt to it, and we are reassessing the need for that. Then, as far as the Catholic Association, which started about 12 years ago, we have been able to get a Sri Lankan chaplain to come here every 3 years. We changed the chaplain. They come here for a period of 3 years. The main things that we do as a Catholic organization is to see to the needs of the Catholics in New South Wales. So on that basis, we have a mass every first Sunday, and in addition to that, we do like the Madhu feast and like the All Souls Day service, which we celebrate in Sri Lanka, is in the same way here in New South Wales. One of the things that Mr. Bandar was present was the Nativity and the Carols, which was two Sundays ago, which had about 300 people attending. Apart from those 2 organizations, what I think some of you may not know is about the Shanti Foundation, which is started by one of the Sri Lankan doctors who is based in Canberra. Most probably, so you must be knowing about him. Yeah. Yeah, Dr. Suhasha Gunatillake. It's a fantastic project in the sense the target for us is to raise about $3 million, which is a huge sum. When I first joined their fundraising committee, I thought this is crazy. But at the moment, we have raised almost close to $1 million over a period of 3 years. The idea is to build palliative care, the first palliative care hospital in Sri Lanka. And to that end, we have actually got the land from the government at the moment in Anuradhapura. It has been designed and it's going to be built. Actually, we were to lay the foundation stone on the 1st of May. Unfortunately, on the 24th, we had the problem in Sri Lanka with the bombs. And we had to postpone it, and now the elections came. But at the moment, we are on schedule to lay the foundation stone early next year. So that will be the first palliative care hospital that will be built in Sri Lanka purely for the purpose of looking after the needs of palliative patients. So this was an initiative started by Suhasha and Dr. Suhasha, and it's progressing very well. So next year we'll be having lots of fundraising events for the Shanti Foundation. It's an ongoing process. We do lots of small ones and quite large events. Like last year we raised over $250,000 with one event. So that's what I've been doing as far as the social stuff is concerned. And if anyone wants to know more about this Shanti Foundation, I'm happy to give more information later on. Thank you very much.
First of all, I must thank you, Consul General, for inviting me, because I am not representing any association as such, and also High Commissioner and Consul Trade. I just want to very briefly mention a couple of ideas regarding the first speech made by the Trade Commissioner, Trade Consul. As a past Deputy Director of the Export Development Board, I just want to make one comment about the first program. This program was initially started by Mr. Gunatillake in late 1980s, and we did the finance, mostly low interest and some without any grants. And Export Development has a couple of divisions. The services division provided the services to do exports, and then there's another division called marketing. They do the marketing side. They link our exporters with the foreign buyers. And then also we had the trade division, the product division, that provides the technical support. So that's what they are for. It did very well. I can remember especially the umbrella project and the coir products and the coconut products. It went on very well. I don't know what went later on. I think anyway it's coming up again. I'm happy that it's going to be started again. And also next thing I want to speak about is the federation with the Consul General wanted to start. With my experience, we had 2 attempts. First attempt was a complete failure. We met and various people had got various ideas that didn't work out. And in 2012 or 13, we formed a federation. It's called the Australian Federation of Sri Lankan Associations, or called AFSA, with the blessings of the former High Commissioner, Admiral Kisara Samarsivan. And we did a lot of work. We did a lot of work to the country, to Sri Lanka. We supported a lot of projects. One I can remember is the project we did for the Ranamidu in Pasyada. We did a community hall to all the forces, that is the police, the civil seva, what do you call it? And the army, navy, and the police, everybody. So in that village, we did a community project, and we had all the services in there. That's one of the main thing we did. And also we did a lot of work other than that. And also, not only that, we gave a lot of help to we gave a lot of support to the Australian government. There was a big floods in, at that time in Queensland. So we had a food fair, and we donated a lot of money. And there was another one in Victoria. Was it fire? I think something like that. We did that. So it was going on very well. All the associations were involved, most of the associations, unfortunately, except for the Sri Lanka Association. Sri Lanka Association refused to join, whatever the reason, known to them, I don't know. But most of the associations took part. So we have the constitution. We had a very good constitution representing most of the associations. And if you want any information, I still
Thank you for inviting us. I'm representing the Peradeniya University Alumni Association. My name is Gunatillake. I just want to give you some information about our association and what we do here. Yes, our association was established in 2007. Few members, so it's about now 12 years. We have a membership of about 240 members. Yeah. The number of alumni in New South Wales maybe probably double that, but who are active members in the association is 240. And what is our main purpose or objective is, to give back something to the great organization that has given us so much. That's one thing, and then also to build a fellowship among the graduates from Peradeniya. So, in that sense, what we have done so far is we have established 9 scholarships and 9 studentships to the Peradeniya University, one for each faculty. Now, these are now perpetual. We have deposited enough funds to continue from the interest. Right. Now, after having done that, we thought, we want to do something more to benefit a larger cross-section of the student. So, in the last 2 years, what we have done is we have tried to give something back in terms of the amenities, to improve the amenities of the different faculties. So, based on what we can collect here, so every year we are now sort of targeting to donate $10,000 worth of equipment or furniture to selected faculties. So in the last 2 years, we have given back to 4 faculties. So again, I just want to, that's when, I entered the engineering faculty and 150 of us entered. And I just want to know, in your mind, how many do you think are, out of the 150 in Australia? Any guess, what it could be? 50%. Little less than 50%. To be honest, we had 60 of us out of that 150 in Australia, and there are 57 now. Unfortunately, they have passed away. So that's the sort of, and this is just in Australia. So yes, about 75% of that 150 are not in Sri Lanka, serving all the, it's like a brain drain, but to some extent they are serving the humanity and community. So that's all I just want to say about our Peradeniya Alumni Association.
I'm representing the Sydney Murugan Temple. Some of you know that the temple is situated at Westmead, and basically we are a religious organization. So we started 33 years ago with $5 And now, if you come there, you know how rich we are. The rich I mean not by the property. Of course, we have property, but we are rich in culture, religion, language, and actually by the service. We have our association is not association, we started as association and now we have changed to the tax department asks us to change the company. We have a good constitution and so we have to work within that constitution and with the members' wish. So basically we have directors and they are looking after their portfolios. One of the director there, cultural director,